Hi guys! Last time I saw you we talked about a self-portrait, and today what we're going to do is we're going to review what that is. Remember, a self-portrait is any kind of artwork that shows the person who made it. So these are the four examples we kind of looked at earlier. So these artists look like that, or approximately like that. I'm pretty sure Pablo Picasso had a rounder nose than he showed in his self-portrait. But anytime an artist takes a picture or makes a sculpture or painting or drawing of themselves, that's a self-portrait. If I were to draw a picture of someone else, that would be a portrait. We talked a little bit about the proportions of the face. Remember, our bodies have symmetry, and that means that they're the same on both sides. And we can use that idea when we draw self-portraits or portraits. We looked at the fractions too, and we need to remember to draw the hair above the head a little bit and make sure that it's a shape. Let's look at the woman in this photograph again. We talked about how face shapes are circles and ovals. We talked about how we have a line of symmetry that goes right down the middle. That way our left side and our right side line up about the same. If you were to measure from the top of your head to the bottom of your chin and find halfway, that's where your eyes go. And then halfway between your eyes and your chin is your nose. And then about a third of the way between your nose and your chin is where your mouth goes. Pay attention to where you put your ears as well. Those go in between your eyes and the bottom of your nose. Hey kindergartners, last time I saw you, we talked about a self-portrait. And remember, a self-portrait is artwork that an artist creates of themselves. So it could be a drawing or a painting or even a photograph or sculpture. We also talked about how to use a big oval shape and use our guidelines to create our self-portrait so that we have the correct proportions or places where things are on our face. So I went ahead and I traced everything with a Sharpie. Any kind of permanent marker will work because we're going to be coloring with crayons and then doing a watercolor resist. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to finish erasing everything. And one thing I forgot to mention last time were eyelashes. We do want to have some eyelashes, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that with my marker. But we don't want to make them gigantic and cartoony looking. So just a few. That way they are on there. Okay? So I'm going to find my crayons. Here we go. And I'm going to look at my arm. And I'm going to notice, and I'm going to look on the inside of my arm. I'm going to look and see what color this is. Okay, and you can always test it on the back of your paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to press hard, and I'm going to press soft, and I'm going to press in between and see if any of those match my color. This one looks most like me. Now you can also create your own skin colors by overlapping colors. So if I use my brown and I put a little bit lightly on and I go back and I color over it with my apricot, that creates a different skin color. So test it out on the back of your paper before you start coloring in your whole self. I really want you to look at your skin color because not everybody's skin is the same, and that's what makes us all special. So I'm going to take my crayon, I'm going to hold it like a pencil, and I'm going to start by coloring in my face, and I'm going to color in my neck too. Little finger ups and downs to make sure that we fill in that whole space. So I went ahead and I finished filling in my face. And now I'm going to try my hair. Again, look on the back of your paper and test out colors for your hair. Try overlapping colors. If you have paint at home and you would much rather paint your self-portrait, that's absolutely fine. I'm using crayons because that's what I have right now. So I'm going to color in my eyebrows with some yellow. And I'm going to color in my hair. And I'm going to do it lightly because I know my hair is not yellow. Nobody's hair is that yellow. I still have a little bit of my pink and purple in my hair. So I'm going to leave the bottom part. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap a brown on top because I know my hair is a little bit darker. This is hair behind my neck too. So make sure that you color in everything. I did not color my lips in yet, but I will. So now I'm going to take my brown and I'm going to very lightly overlap that. And you could use the side of your crayon too to make my hair a little bit darker so that it's more natural looking. I'm going to make sure that I color my eyebrows like that too. My eyebrows are a little bit darker than the hair on my head. You could have a hair bow or a headband. Look at the shape of your hair, remember? So, before I let you go and finish coloring your face, I want you to really look at the color of your eyes. And I'm going to use this brown. You could use black as well. And I'm going to add a little bit, very, very lightly, super soft, to the side of my nose. And a little bit under my chin. And a little tiny bit under my chin. To make some shadowy areas. I'm also going to make sure that my irises, my pupils are the same size. Okay? So go ahead and finish coloring, and the next time I see you, we will finish this all up. Can't wait to see everything. Bye, guys. Hey, kindergarten artists. Last time I saw you, we talked about adding color to our self-portrait, and I really hope you guys tried to make your skin color and your hair color as unique as you are. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to finish up with the background. We're going to use some watercolor around there. Remember, when we use watercolor and crayon, they're going to resist. So I'm going to get my paintbrush and I'm going to hold it like a pencil. And remember, she always goes on her tippy toes. So I'm going to swish, 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 wipe, 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 and then pat, pat, pat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some rainbowy. So I'm going to very gently, I need a little bit more water. There we go. Pat around and spread some red around. And then what color's next? Orange. So I'm going to swish, 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 wipe, 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 pat, pat, pat. I'm going to overlap my orange here. I'm going to carefully go around my hair. But what the watercolor is doing is it's blending. So now I'm going to use some yellow. And I'm going to overlap my yellow in there. Remember to be gentle with your brush. Now I'm going to get my green. fill in the rest of my paper. Again, you could do any kind of pattern you want. I'm going to put some yellow over here. You could do a rainbowy color like this. And if you don't have watercolor, that's okay. You can color it in with crayons, markers, colored pencils. If you have washable markers, like we usually use at school, you can color on your paper with them and then add water on top and it will spread like watercolor. I can't wait to see everybody's very unique self-portrait, because remember, everybody is unique and special in their own way. And we need to capture that in our beautiful drawings. Can't wait to see you guys. Hope you have a great day. Bye.